Hi everyone, and welcome back. And this is the last of the Introduction to Power BI tutorials. So, overview on filters. Remember, we've got three versions: visual, page, or all pages. Really useful filters. So, go back to your delivery methods sheet, and we're going to make a copy of this visual, but we want to make an exact size. So, update to 220 height, 1280 width. Drag the course name into filters on this visual and select data skills, and then update the title to include data skills completion rate. Right click on the visual and find copy visual. Control V twice to make two copies and drag them down the page. On the middle one, update the filter from data skills to NPA data science and update the title to read NPA data science completion rates. And then on the bottom one, change the filter from data skills to PDA data science and update the title to PDA data science completion rates. Make use of these filters, it's quite a nice way of doing this. Copy the data skills completion rate visual and paste onto a new sheet and rename that sheet data skills by year. Then add a card, add the field delivery methods, and you see when you choose a text field, the default is first. Change that to count, but not count distinct. Add delivery methods to filters on this visual, choose hybrid, and make the card 150 height and 300 width. Add the title hybrid and format paint, you know how to do that now, and copy that visual, paste it 3 times. Then update the filter and title on each so you have a number of classes per delivery method. Remember back to your format, align, distribute horizontally. Use that and you'll have them pixel perfect stretched across the screen. Copy the column chart and paste below, but make sure you leave a space like that because we're going to add something in there in a wee minute. Now you go to the 3 dots below the visualizations and it will take you to get more visuals. This is fantastic. There's hundreds of more visuals you can add in. We're just going to play with one. If you search for play axis, when it pops up, just click add and it'll add it into your visualizations pane. Have a look around there at some point, there's loads. So add your play axis and then resize so it stretches right out in that space. The field for play axis is year. Then go to the animation settings, that's within slicer settings. Turn on loop and update the time to 2000 milliseconds, 2 seconds, and then format paint. With the play axis selected, go to format in the ribbon and click edit interactions. We're going to change the way that this slicer interacts with one of the charts. You might have to resize it slightly to see the options, but you're looking for these: filter and highlight. By default, it's highlight. But on the bottom chart, change to filter and then go up to the ribbon, turn off edit interactions. Press play on the play axis. Sit back and be amazed. It'll just loop through that cycle and keep going. But can you see the different way that it reacts with the 2 different charts? One is actually highlighting and just showing, and on the other one, it filters to show the whole amount. Sometimes this is really useful if the thing that you're filtering by has only got a tiny amount of data, so just worthwhile knowing. Right, file save. You haven't done that for a while, and now we're going to publish it. Remember the other Power BI element, Power BI service? That's what we're going to use just now. You'll find publish in the ribbon, just at the top right hand corner there under the home tab. And choose my workspace. I would just nowadays just use my workspace. It keeps everything together. Click select. Once it's finished, go to the link, it'll open in Power BI service. You'll notice if you've already published a version of this, it will say, do you want to replace? Just say yes, and it'll overwrite the original. Then from within the Power BI service, this is where we share. So we can share via Teams, email, just using that link. And you've got another option there under export. You can export it to PowerPoint and PDF. I'll cover that. But that's actually important. No data fields are visible. Once you've published it, you can share it and keep your GDPR compliance. On PowerPoint, I wouldn't use the embed live data. It works great if you're presenting it yourself, but can be really quite awkward for sharing. All right, hopefully that all made sense. We've got a follow-up set of tutorials coming soon. There's a 4-question form coming up. Fill that in and you'll get a certificate of completion for the course and for your CPD log. All right, hope that made sense. Thanks then, bye-bye.